But yeah, hello. How you guys doing? Today, we're gonna be doing some more building in Minecraft. We did, yeah, we're gonna be back in the block palettes world. The last time I was in this world, the last time I streamed in this world was like a few weeks ago. Let me see my playlist. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was it was like the other week. It was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some more. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more building. I have one more block palette that I have, and then I think I need to go back on the block palettes website and actually grab some more block palettes. Also, when I like started stream, my my bitrate thing. When you have at like the bottom of OBS, you have your bitrate, and then you have like the connection thing. You know the like signal thing, the signal icon. Yeah, we have that, and that was in the red right as I started off stream for like a couple of seconds, and then it went back up to, and then it went up to normal. It went up to green. So if stream goes down today, I don't know why. And it was fine during my stream test. I don't know why it was acting weird right at the start of stream. So yeah, if stream goes down today, like it didn't. I quickly checked Twitch Inspector, and it didn't say that I had a. Let me check. It didn't say like a unstable event, so it should be fine. But if I drop a couple of frames, if I drop some frames, then you know why. So yeah, to be fair, I'm looking at Twitch Inspector now, and it's fine now. So yeah, it's fine now. So yeah. Anyways, I want to do the Ace Attorney though first, and then probably just do a bit of yapping. So yeah, let me get into window capture. Oh yeah, that's the block palette we're going to do today. I'll talk about a bit more later on. So yeah, Ace Attorney duel time. Okay, guess. If you guys don't know what the background is, because if you guys don't know what the background is, okay, so for context on the background, right? Because usually it's the courtroom. I'm me, Athena Sykes saying never bet on Ace Attorney 7. Basically, we've had like, you know how we've had like a couple of the Game Fest things recently. Like we had the Nintendo Switch. We had the Nintendo Switch. We had the Nintendo thing recently, and people were hoping that since it's like the 10-year anniversary of Spirit of Justice's like initial release on the DS, that Capcom were gonna announce like another Ace Attorney game, right? All of us were hoping for that. And whenever these kind of game fests like come around, and like Capcom are gonna be there, then like we all everyone posts on Twitter like bet on Ace Attorney, always bet on Ace Attorney 7. They always post these memes or like always bet on Ace Attorney 7, and it never fucking happens. Like come on, like how many bloody Resident Evil games? Like I love watching Resident Evil playthroughs, but like come on, give us Ace Attorney, please. Give us all I want is either Athena Sykes Ace Attorney or a Layton vs. Wright Steam port. So yeah, that's the context. That's the context for the background. Is that like we were all hoping for an Ace Attorney 7 release, but it never happened. So yeah, and the reason it's Athena Sykes is because pretty much everyone wants an Athena Sykes Ace Attorney game. So yeah. Anyways, wait, wouldn't it be funny if it was Athena? Okay, no, it's not Athena, no. But it is after turn about countdown. Character is after turn about countdown. So I'm gonna go with Inga. Dead, male, older, born before 1982, but debuted after the Pharaoh Turnabout. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Holy Mother just for now. Deceased female. Yeah, in between the 7th century and 1982. Yeah, Spirit of Justice. Okay, who died in Spirit of Justice? Oh, what's his name? Taifu. Yeah. Okay. Between 57 and 58. Okay. He's the only dead character I could think of in a moment. So, yeah. So yeah. What the fuck is that? Right here. I don't know. Investigations, Golden Miles, Alive. Okay. I'm gonna go with Verity. Alive, female. Black hair. That is not black hair. Sorry, that is not black hair. Whoever makes the Ace Attorney, how is her hair black exactly? I don't know. That is brown. Alive, female. First game. Okay, I'm gonna go with, is it K? K Faraday, it is K Faraday. Great Ace Attorney, let's start with Ryunosuke. Alive, male, 19th century, black hair, debuted Adventure of the Great Departure. Okay, I'm guessing it's Kazuma? Okay, it's not Kazuma. Is it Shishiro? It's not Shishiro. Oh yeah, he was arrested. It wouldn't be Mikatoba. Yeah, it's not Mikatoba. Alive, male, 19th century. It wouldn't be Hosonaga either. Is it? No, it's not gonna be Nosa. I don't know, sir. No. Okay, it's not the baby. It's not gonna be a Jura, because this case was in Japan and they in the Great Ace Attorney, well, in the Ace Attorney universe at that time, at the time that Great Ace Attorney is set, Japan didn't have a jury system yet. So it has got to be one of the witnesses. I can't think of any of the other witnesses that like have black hair. There was Hosonaga. But again, he has like black hair, grey streaks. Occupation. It's Ouchie. Okay. No one talk to me. It's fucking Ouchie. I keep forgetting like he's an actual prosecutor. This guy. Oh. I know his name starts with a K, yeah. Kurikuta. Yeah, he was one of the witnesses, I think, for Great Departure. So, yeah, okay. That one, we've had him before for this. That's Paleno. But yeah, we've had him before for the silhouettes, I think. So, yeah. And there's a lot of, we had her on Monday for the investigation one. This is what happens when one character, this is what happens when one character appears in both Days to the main series and the spin-off. Sometimes they appear in both. So yeah. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Who says this? I wanna think it's what's his name? Ted Tony? No. Is this maybe Fulbright? No, okay. We'll get the case in a minute. But who would say this? Let's go Robert. I know he doesn't say it, but yeah. Succession. Okay. To my Succession. This is Apollo Justice. Okay. This is Apollo Justice. Who says this? I'm trying to think. Apollo wouldn't say this. I think who is in? Clavier was the prosecutor. He wouldn't say it. Witnesses. Is Christoph as our defendant? Apollo as the defense. Who was the victim for Succession? Oh yeah, it was there was Vera and her dad, but neither of them would have said it. Yeah, Misham. I can't remember his name. What's his name? Drew Misham. Yeah, he wouldn't have said it either. Emma was the detective. Drew and Vera were like, well, Vera was the defendant. Christoph was the actual like suspect. And I'm just gonna go with the judge. I know he didn't say it, but who else was in Succession? Who else said this? This also sparked Brushel. I can't think of who it would have been. Occupation. Police officer, police recruitment, replacement evidence room guard, Blue Badger actor at Great Waterland, court bailiff. That it. Meekins? Meekins was in this case? Meekins was in this case? Was he? Oh yeah, was he? I actually genuinely don't remember. Okay. Anyway, I was so focused on this one I forgot we hadn't done investigation or Grace Attorney quotes yet. If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can out. Okay. This makes me think it's Miles. No. Okay. Oh no. It wouldn't be Francisca, surely. Yeah, it's not Francisca. Gumshoe, maybe. No. Okay, so Rise from the Ashes. Okay, Emma. Okay, who was in Rise from the Ashes that also appears in the investigations games? Emma does. Emma was introduced in Rise. Who was in Rise? I was so in investigations. I can't even think. Lotta didn't say it because she wasn't in there. Maya didn't appear in investigations. Phoenix didn't appear in investigations. Jesus. The prosecutor for Rise was Miles. Oh Jesus. Let me think. Oh Jesus, who also appears in Rise? It wouldn't be Manfred von Karma. By this point, he would have been like in prison already. Larry. Yeah, it doesn't seem something Larry would say. Maggie wasn't in. Was it Meekins? Meekins wasn't. No. I forgot. I keep forgetting that Meekins was in. I don't know why, but I feel like I always forget that. I think I always forget about Meekins as a character. Like I always forget like what he does. Like I know he's a police officer, but like I keep forgetting like his like role in the story kind of. So I always kind of like forget he's a character kind of. Well, that I feel like I just fucking contradict myself. I kind of like I know he's a character. He's just kind of forgettable. When the old bag wasn't in there, neither was Will. Regina wasn't in Rise. She was only in She was introduced in Big Top. So yeah, it wouldn't have been her. It wouldn't have been Wendy. Occupation unlocked. The judge. I keep forgetting about the judge. Oh my god. Also, I feel like it's a bit cheaty. I don't know, it feels like a bit cheaty for the investigators want to put like a previous case the character has been in. Like for example, with the judge, it's like, oh, he said this in Rise from the Ashes, but it's an investigations character. Like, put that as Ace Attorney main series, please. You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas, but I'm a sailor and sailors don't listen to long boring stories. We don't believe sailors like me. We trust only what we see with our own eyes. This is one of the Stroganovs. Biff Stroganov. Okay, silhouettes. We did silhouettes. Oh, we literally just did silhouettes. So we just did that wooden quotes. Okay. Cases. Okay, this one is Runaway Room. Immediately, because the Phoenix Wright omnibus. Investigations. The suitcase receipt. And also, I was sorting out thumbnails actually. So you know how I'm uploading, like reacting and uploading the Ace Attorney cases. what I really didn't realize is that I think I like completely. What I think I did was I accidentally I think I must have accidentally deleted my file of Talking About Airlines, because I was looking for it and I was like, where the fuck is Talking About Airlines in my YouTube drafts? It's not there. So I think I'll have to, unless I've accidentally scheduled it, which I don't think I've done. Let me have another look. Oh, I can just search it actually. Not upload. Airline. Yeah, no, I don't have it. I don't have Talking About Airlines uploaded onto my channel. So yeah, I'll need to tomorrow. I do plan to like finish off doing some thumbnails and like scheduling some of the. I'm gonna schedule at least the Great Ace Attorney ones out tomorrow, so I can have them uploaded over the next like 10 weeks, over the next like 2.5 months. So they'll be scheduled over 2.5 months. I've still got a few more videos scheduled before I'm gonna like fully upload those ones. So yeah, but I'm gonna sort those out tomorrow. So yeah, okay. Ace Attorney main series. Tracy's Statement. Okay, I'm gonna go with Magical. Yes it is. Yes it is. Okay. Magical Turnabout. Okay. But let me actually check. I'm gonna do that and then just move to this screen. I'm gonna check what if I have actually accidentally not uploaded the ones I need. I've uploaded all the Great Ace Attorney ones. I've uploaded all the Phoenix Wright ones. I've uploaded the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I'm gonna check now quickly to see if I have all of the Apollo Justice ones. So yeah, so I have let's see, I have Turbo Countdown, Turbo Academy. That's 51053. I'm just gonna check. I'm just gonna check. I've uploaded all of the cases from games 4, 5, and 3, aka the Apollo Justice trilogy. So yeah, I have 515361. So from Turnabout Countdown, and then Turnabout Academy. I have Turnabout. What's this? Turnabout Connor? Apollo Justice. Turnabout Trump. Turnabout Trump. I have those ones. I have those 4. I have 6-3. I have the Right of Turnabout. 5-6 Turnabout Reclaimed. Yeah, this is just based on how I am blooming titled them. I have 6-2 the Magical Turnabout. I have 6-5 Turnabout Revolution. I have 6-6 Turnabout Time Traveler and Turnabout Storyteller, which is 6-4. So I have all of Spirit of Justice. I have 5-5, which is Turnabout for Tomorrow. Let me see. Do I have Cosmic actually? Yes, I do have Cosmic. Okay, I have 5-4. Then I also have 5-2 Monstrous. So yeah, I have all of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. I have 4-4, which is Turnabout Succession. Okay, this is just me now checking if I have all the Apollo Justice ones. I have 4-3 and 4-2. Okay, that's all of Apollo Justice is only 4 cases, right? Wait, it's 16 cases, so yeah, it only has 4 cases. Okay, then I just need Turnabout Airlines then, and then we're good. And then I can just I still need to finish off doing the thumbnails for Turnabout. I still need to do the thumbnails for not Turnabout. For I still need to do the thumbnails for I still need to do the thumbnails for thingy. The Apollo Justice trilogy, and then yeah, I need to upload Turnabout I need to sort out talking about airlines, so I can do that tomorrow. But that's the only one I need. Let me check actually. I was looking through the Phoenix Wright ones, and I counted 15. I was like, after I realized I hadn't uploaded talking about airlines, I was counting all the ones for the Phoenix Wright trilogy, and I counted 15 when there's only 14 cases. Is there 15? Yeah, there's only. Wait a minute. I'm being dumb. No, wait. I've just been dumb. Because for some reason I was thinking that there was only 4 cases in Justice for All. But no, there's 15 cases because there's 5 in Justice for All, 5 in Trials and Tribulations. And then there's 5 in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The only reason I was getting mixed up was because originally for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney's like first original release, there was only 4 cases. Like at this point on the GBA, Rise from the Ashes didn't exist yet. It was only on the DS version that it was only on the DS version that yeah, it was only on the DS version that like Rise from the Ashes like existed, because if you know, there's like a bunch of like, if you remember, there's a bunch of like there's the like fingerprinting stuff and like all the like little like mini games, and the reason those were added was because like Capcom were like porting the Ace Attorney game. At this point I don't remember. I don't know if it was just Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney that was on the GBA, or whether it was Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. But when they moved Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney from the GBA to the DS, they wanted to make use of the DS's new like touchscreen and stuff, and a bunch of the other features that were included in the DS, like the microphone and stuff. So they added in Rise from the Ashes as like another little fun case. So yeah, let me have another check. 1, 2. Wait, is it 1, 2? Wait, 2 airlines? Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, I don't have airlines because I would have labeled it AAI 1, 2. But the only like 1, 2 cases I have are Terror Sisters, and then The Adventure of the Unbreakable Tobacco Band. I don't have Investigations 1, 2. So yeah, I need to, but airlines is the only one I need to sort out. I also need to sort out the I also need to start out like the end cards and like the, you know, like the end card things and like the little pop-ups you get at the top of YouTube videos. Though I need to sort out those tomorrow, but yeah, those will be easy. Those will be fine to sort out. I just need to start out thumbnails, so I think I'll do that tomorrow morning. So yeah. See, and also I also did a little bit of writing on my on one of my scripts. I think I did a little bit of writing for one of my YouTube videos that I'm gonna post on the second channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the violent video games one later on. I'm gonna focus on another one. I'm gonna focus on a different video for now. I'm gonna focus on a video of like how to staying safe online. I don't know why, but staying sounded weird then. But yeah, I'm gonna post a video on like staying safe, like online and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be like a bit of a general video. It's not gonna be like fully in depth. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of like a general how to stay safe online. So yeah, it's not gonna go like fully in depth into like all the points that I made. I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a. I'm gonna go into a little bit of depth. I'm gonna not a little bit of, but you know, I'm gonna like cover like the basic points, and then if anyone wants to do if anyone wants me to do a different video on like one of the points, then I might do. I might add it. I'll add it to my like list of ideas that I'll do in the future. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. I should probably get into Minecraft in a sec. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully my thingy isn't dying. Oh Jesus, that was lag. I loaded the chunks in here. Like, why? I just loaded the chunks in this thing. Like, can you just not freak out, please? And is this the... I just want to... Yeah, that's the, like, block limit for how far away you can see the silver cube, pretty much. So, yeah, okay. Okay, we've got this block palette here, which consists of mud bricks, jungle planks, granite, a brown mushroom block, polished granite, and then wax exposed copper. So, yeah, so with the copper, let's see, the exposed. This is only exposed copper stuff. I'm using this one here. So we can't use the like stairs and stuff. I might use the exposed, like the copper door, and like the. I might use the copper door if needed. If I had like the chiseled copper as well, then I might use like the chests. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what else I want to use from the like copper stuff. If I might just use it when necessary and not like, you know, like that build over there where we used a lot of the copper stuff. To be fair, I made this build when like I think it was either when the snapshots for the copper stuff for like, the Copper Age had just come out, or when the actual Copper Age itself had just come out. So yes, yeah. Oh yeah, they updated a while ago, like last year, not last year, but like, you know, a few months ago, they updated the Wandering Traders, so now you can like give them stuff for emeralds, and then you can buy stuff using the emeralds, which I think is really useful. I do have a solo world at the moment, and I find those trades to be really useful. So yeah, I find those trades to be really useful. So yeah, I like that change. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into building. So yeah. Wait a second, I just need to check a text from my mom. Because basically, she told me the wrong date of can I not search? She told me the wrong date of like when we were going on holiday. I just want to see, did she text me? Did she message me? Did she tell me? Did she like text me of like the dates of when we were going? Yeah, she told me the wrong blooming dates. Let's see. Did she text me on? Okay, no. Basically, we're going on holiday, like end of June, right? And she told me the wrong blooming date. She only booked it like the other week, right? She blooming like she so annoyed me. We're going at the end of June, and like I was like, okay, I'll book like a couple of days off. I'll book like a few days off. I'll book the few days we have off, and then I'll book like a day either side of the holiday, you know, a day before the holiday and the day after. So I have no idea what I'm gonna build for this, by the way. I might start off with like the base of the brown mushroom since that yeah, I'll start with the base of the brown mushroom. Yeah, she told me one day, so I booked off work that one day, right? And then And then I see, like, yesterday, my manager was signing on my schedule, and I see that she's approved the holiday. I'm like, okay, cool. And I double check with my mom. Oh yeah, well, hey, are we going on? We're going on this day, right? We're going on this day, right? And she's like, no, we're going 3 days later. And I'm like, you told me the wrong day. It's just so, it's so blimmin' annoying. Like, what? Like, yeah, it was just so annoying. And I feel like I've been doing a lot of the same structures. I don't know, I feel like I've been doing a lot of the same, like, kind of, not structures, but, like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, like, similar building techniques. So, yeah, I don't know, yeah, she told me the wrong dates, and I was just so annoyed, because I booked off the wrong dates, and I literally told her, like, I booked off what you originally, like, I booked off what you originally told me, which, so, and then she was just like, sorry, and then, yeah, that just proper annoyed me. To be fair, I usually only work like 1 or 2 days a week. So it's not like, yeah, I only usually work like 1 or 2 days a week. I have no idea what to do for this. Yeah, I only usually work like 1 or 2 days like a week. But it so annoyed me. And is there a village over there? I didn't even realize that there was a village like just right over here. And how far is my fucking sniffers gone? Like literally right over here. And my camel. Didn't even realize. There's a fucking village over here and I didn't even realize. I must have noticed this in like a previous stream. Must have. But yeah, she told me like the wrong days, and I was just like, I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed because I've already like booked off the original days. To be fair, I only usually work like weekends anyways, and like if my manager books me in for like the day after I come back from holiday, I'll just have to ask her to move it. So yeah, so and I have to explain like, not my fault. Not my fault, my mum told me the wrong thing. And thank you Next AI for the raid. Hello. Let me just go to this screen. Hello guys. How you doing? How was your stream, Next? How was your stream? But if you guys don't know me, hello, I'm Poppy. I play a lot of cozy games and psychological horror games. Mostly like Stardew, Minecraft. I play a lot of the Rusty Lake games as well. I played quite a few demos as well. So yeah. Although if you have heard me rant before, you guys would know that I have an issue. I have an issue with kind of cozy gaming, the cozy gaming like genre and how people like perceive it and apply it to like different games and stuff. But yeah, that's a rant for another time. So yeah, I'm from Small Streamer Support. Yes, I do recognize you from Small Streamer. Thank you again for the raid. You were playing Helldivers too. Oh yeah, you've been playing I've seen you go live in the Discord, and I've seen you playing that. I've seen you playing that a lot. Is it good? Is it like a good game? Yeah, I've seen you playing that like decently often. Yeah. Okay. I love it. It's mayhem. What type of game is it? Because haven't you been playing it? Oh, who have you been playing it with? I know you've been playing it with like a few other people. What type of? For some reason, I've just been kind of assuming it's like Subnautica, but like it's probably not. It's probably nothing like Subnautica. What like kind of? I'm gonna switch to this screen for people who are only here for the Minecraft. So yeah. 4-player extraction shooter with objectives. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, it's more like kind of lethal. Let me see. Let me have a look. Let's see. Oh, I kind of get what you mean now. Yeah, I kind of get what you mean now. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying Helldivers. I'm glad you're enjoying I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I do kind of love playing those like kind of like, I don't want to call them like, I don't want to call them slop because like how do I, no, I don't want to call them like front slop, but like kind of like, because like obviously Helldivers doesn't look like the kind of like front slop game you get, but like I do love playing like those kind of like four player like games that like you pick up with your friends every so often. Me and one of my friends were like obsessed with Lethal for like a few months the other year, and we used to play. Me and my friends used to play Phasmo a lot as well. I have not played Phasmo in so fucking long. Oh my god, I should probably pick my friends just to play Phasmo again with me because I do miss playing it. Okay, I have an idea. I have ideas. Okay, so if you don't know what we're doing in Minecraft right now, but yeah, again, thank you again for the raid, Next. Thank you again for the raid. But if you guys have not seen me building this world before, this is my block palette world. So basically, I go onto, there's a website called Block Palettes, where you can get, block palettes. You can get some block palettes to build out of that are, 6 blocks, and I try and build out of them. I make a build out of them. Usually these builds aren't great, aren't like proper great. But yeah, so yeah, I have a strict limit of just sticking to like these blocks here to try and make a build out of. Here are some of the other builds that I've done. I did this 2 weeks ago, like end of May. I did this 2 weeks ago. I do actually quite like it. I think though one of my issues is that like I feel like I kind of like don't proportion things correctly. Like I always feel like I make them like with this one here. It's like I feel like I could have like with these towers. I feel like I could have like made like, the bottom part like a bit thinner and then like just like expand it out and then like back inwards for the roof kind of. But yeah, this one is still like a decent build. I think it's just the towers could use a bit more work for like the shaping and stuff. But yeah, I try and stick to the blocks in the block palette. I do have a few like other like limitations and stuff that like, for example, I can use I do have a few like exceptions. For example, I can use like the stair and slab and like wall and like fence versions of blocks. For example, I had blackstone in this one, so I could therefore use blackstone walls, slabs, and the stairs. And then I had pale oak wood. Did I use pale oak wood for the roof? Yeah, pale oak wood. So I decided to use the pale oak doors, resin. I used the resin stairs, and I think I used slabs up here. Yeah, I used some slabs. So yeah, I'm allowing myself to use those. This one, I feel like the only kind of like one where it's like a bit of a grey area is copper, because since the copper age drop, we've had like copper chains and the copper golems and the lanterns and the chains added in. This was just when the copper age dropped like released. So yeah, I decided to use this. Yeah, I have like kind of decided like I probably won't use these if I have like another like copper thing, a copper block again, unless I feel like it's absolutely necessary. And welcome on in, Kelebi. How you doing? Thank you for the lurk. But yeah, I have like changed up my rules since then. So for this one, I had acacia wood, and I decided to use the acacia shelves. I think these were still pretty new at the time that this released, but I decided now that the acacia shelves, since they are like made out of the stripped wood, and like have more of a similar texture to the stripped wood, then I'm only going to use these if I have like stripped wood in the palette. For example, I could have used like for this one, if I changed it, I could have used if I like did this build now, I could use the jungle shelves, but not the acacia ones, since I didn't get the acacia stripped the wood. So yeah, so basically I have to build something out of a restricted block palette. So yeah, Yeah, and the current block palette I have is mud bricks, jungle planks, granite, the brown mushroom block, a waxed exposed copper, and polished granite as well. I feel like though, I feel like this one might be a bit easy. I don't really have any plans for this one though. I don't really have any plans. This is just a build I'm gonna build. I do kind of have a plan for the roof, kind of. So yeah, unless I should have, you know, I have a design. I'm gonna turn this around. I have an idea for the build. I'm gonna turn this around because I don't want this wall on like all 4 sides. I think I'm only gonna do it on like 2 or 3 other sides. I'm not gonna do it on all of them. Yeah, I'm destroying my build and rebuilding it because I have a different idea. I have a different idea. So yeah. I have an entirely different idea. Okay, so start from like here and then we can just move our way out. I have no idea. I don't really plan like the amount of blocks I'm gonna like go along with it. I just do it based on vibes. I'm gonna be so honest. I just do it based on the vibes. So yeah. Okay, put that like that, and then yeah, let's do it like this here. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to catch up on Casualty. If you don't know, Casualty is like one of my favourite British shows. It's a British medical drama, and like one of the longest running British medical dramas that is like still like currently ongoing. Yeah, it's my favourite. It's like my favourite British show. It's like my favourite British show, and I need to catch up on it. I'm a few episodes behind. I think when I go home or when I go to my mum's on Friday, because I usually watch it with my mum. When I go to my mum's on Friday, I'll go and I'll see if she wants to watch a few episodes like then. If I make this like block close, okay. I do need to actually proper catch up on it though. I think I've only watched like the first 3 episodes of Lethal Legacies. If you don't know, currently Casualty is on season 40, which is crazy. It's been going on since 1986. Yeah, 1986. Yeah, so it's going on for 40 years. We're on season 40, right? And currently, the way that they like do the seasons is they split each season into like 3 mini seasons. The mini series that we're currently on is Lethal Legacies. I'm only on the second mini series of season 40. Basically, the first mini series was Learning Curves, and then now we're on Lethal Legacies. Lethal Legacies? I can't remember if it's plural. But yeah, so basically, yeah, I need to, yeah. So yeah, that's just like, if you don't know, and I'm not really that caught up on it. I'm gonna be so honest. I need to like actually catch up on it. Only in episode 2. I've watched the first 3 episodes. I've watched the first like 3 episodes of Lethal Legacies. Like so far, I love it. I just love Casualty. I think, and for context, I started watching Casualty in 2017, stopped around 2019, and then stopped around 2019, and then got back into it end of last year. So I got into it end of season 39, aka end of Supply and Demand. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, with Casualty, right? So yeah, that's for a little bit of context. Yeah, I watched episode 3 last week, and we need to we do need to actually proper catch up on it though. I said the jungle planks in somewhere. At least had those in somewhere. I might add in the. Should I add in the thingy here? I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's 5 or 6 episodes out at the moment, and I've only watched like the first. Wait, let me see. Casualty, Lethal Legacy. Let me see. Let's just also filter to episode 1. Let me see. Lethal Legacy. How many episodes are out? Okay, there's 6 episodes out at the moment. I need to watch 3 more episodes with my mom. Yeah, I need to watch 3 more episodes with my mom, and I need to watch 3 more episodes. And should I do it like this? I don't know. But yeah, I need to watch like 3 more episodes. And but yeah, I just watched episode 3, and oh my god. Basically, the reason I'm gonna go on another tangent. Basically, the reason why I didn't watch like some of the episodes is basically why didn't we watch? Basically, my mum went on holiday. Right, my mum went on holiday for the weekend, so we couldn't watch it. Then it usually comes out. Casualty usually comes out on the Saturday, right? And so my mum, we didn't watch it. We didn't watch episode. Well, we didn't watch episode 3 when it came out, but we did watch it over this last weekend. And then we didn't watch when episode 4 and 5 came out. Episode 6 came out last week, but we didn't watch it then. But yeah, we didn't watch when episode 4 and 5 came out because my mum may have accidentally caught our fiber optic internet cable, and so we had no internet, so we hadn't downloaded the episodes, obviously, because they had came out this week. That they like came out like 4 and 5 had come out the weeks when we had no internet, so we were just like so yeah, we couldn't watch them then, and so yeah, we've got to catch up. So either we're gonna catch up on Friday, or we're gonna catch up on Saturday. So yeah, but yeah, yeah, she had to. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think she had to. I don't. The funniest part of it is, well, I don't think she had to pay for like the replacement for like the repair of the cable either. I don't know actually. I'll have to ask her. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we couldn't watch that. But yeah, I just watched episode 3, and oh my god, Matty is starting to piss me off. Okay, I should have talked about this on Sunday. When we stream. What do we stream on Sunday? Psssttt. I should have yapped about this before we got back into Psssttt. But yeah, Matty is starting to piss me off. Matty was only introduced like this season. He was only introduced in Learning Curves, but he is proper starting to piss me off. Like, he has recently like gone into a relationship with like a friends with benefits relationship with Stevie, and oh my god, he is starting to piss me off. Basically, he is like in love with Stevie, right? He is like, I want this to be further, but the thing is, Stevie doesn't want that. Stevie doesn't want like their relationship to go further than just like friends with benefits. She just wants to keep it out of sex. She just wants sex. That's it. Like, she doesn't want anything more than that. But like Matty clearly wants. How much charge my phone on? Okay, Matty clearly wants more, but it's like, well, like. The thing is, it's not just like, oh, it's just like a crush and like Stevie's oblivious. No, like Stevie like is like kind of obvious, like Stevie knows like Matty's intentions, right? It is pretty clear that she knows like what he wants, basically. And she has been pretty clear, like, oh no, I just want the sex, and I want us to, still remain professional at work. I don't want, like, he is like kind of flirting with her like while at work, which is insane. Which is kind of insane. But like, yeah, she's just like, no, I don't want anything like more. I just want like the sex part. I want us to stay professional while we're in. I just want to stay more as professional as we can be when I'm dealing with patients. They're not really professional at work because they literally have sex at work, which is insane. They have sex in the lift, which is insane, right? But like, yeah, Stevie clearly does not want like their relationship to go much further than it already is, you know? And like Matty clearly isn't just getting that. Like Matty is just not getting it. And yeah, which is pissing me off. So yeah. And plus like Matty knows that like kind of Stevie is like not coping well with Kim's death. Like not coping well like at all. Like in like episode 2 of, I think it was episode 2 of what's it called now? Lethal Legacies, right? Literally in episode 2 of Lethal Legacies, right? There's this kid that right, that comes into the ED, and this kid, right, like has already, the paramedics had already given this kid like I think 2 doses of morphine. Like I think they'd given her like 6 milligrams of morphine already. But then Stevie just gives her 3 milligrams, and like then Matty reverses the, like luckily manages to spot it and like reverses the morphine, because like, you know, Stevie just Stevie just overdosed the child. Like Stevie just overdosed the child, which is insane, by the way. Which is insane. And then like he covers for her. That's like just the utterly stupid part of it. He covers for her. He covers for like her dumb mistake. Which is stupid. To like Dylan as well, which like stupid. But it's just stupid. And as well, I feel like that kind of Matty is just ignoring Dylan. It's just ignoring Dylan for Stevie. Like Matty's very much like, basically Matty and Dylan are like father and son. Dylan didn't know that Matty was his son. Matty's like 25, like 24, 25, right? He's a resident. He's like mid-20s, right? So Dylan didn't know that he had like this secret son out there for, you know, 20 odd years, right? And so he's been like trying to like bond with him, and like Matty is just kind of like, he feels like he's just not having it, and it's just, he feels like he's just being like, not that he's not having it, but like, you know, he's kind of feel like, it feels like he's being very like dismissive towards Dylan, and like Dylan is just like, Dylan obviously doesn't know like about like Stevie and Matty, right? So it's like, and like doesn't know like, oh, Stevie just overdosed the child, right? Which is insane. Which is still insane, right? But like, so like Dylan thinks that like Matty just thinks he's weird and like doesn't want an actual relationship with him, when it's just like, no, Dylan, Matty's just covering for Stevie. Like, I just kind of like fucking up. Like, come on. I know, yeah, the ad is starting in like 2.5 minutes, by the way. If you don't want an ad, subscribe. But yeah, like, yeah, and it's just like Matty, please, I know you have the hots for Stevie, but just report it. Like, I don't know what happens in the episodes 4, 5, and 6, but like, just report Stevie. Just report her. Like, just report her. Like, the sex can't be that good that you don't want to report her for overdosing a child. Like, what? Like, what? So yeah, what else happened in this episode? Oh yeah, something is definitely gonna go down with Faith, like in the next few episodes. Like I said earlier, I only really got into it and it's supply and demand. So I don't know like fully what's happened with like all the new character storylines, like Faith and that. But I do know like some vague bits, and like I do know that like Faith was like an addict and stuff, and Faith does look like she's like struggling. I'm not saying that she's gonna fall back into addiction or anything, but she does look like she's struggling like quite a lot, especially in this episode where like her daughter, right? Her daughter starts choking. Like I think basically Rash is in the middle of them doing a lumbar puncture. Rash is like the main like doctor that's like we see on like the NICU, right? And like baby Pearl is like Faith's like 2-month-old premature baby, right? She was like 10 weeks premature, so like 8 months, like 8 months 8 months actual age, like minus 2 weeks adjusted. Is that right? I don't know. But basically she's still in the NICU, and Rash is like in the middle of doing like a lumbar puncture, right, on like this, on like another baby, which if you don't know is like when you like take like spinal fluid out of the spine, right? It's the procedure that like Matty and Kim did in learning curves, that then left the woman paralyzed, right? So yeah. What was I gonna say? But yeah, baby Pearl, she starts like choking while Faith is like feeding her, right, as well. She's like breastfeeding her, right? I can just see like the stress, and like Faith's just like she's not breathing. She just like panics, like she's just like forgot. To be fair, she doesn't really work with babies. She works in the media. She basically Faith's a nurse, right? She normally works in the emergency department. She normally doesn't work with babies, right? And like you could just see the stress in her face and like kind of forgetting like her medical training at the moment. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And like she had to like she's choking, and like Rash, like she had to quickly like he had to like carefully. I think he was like mid lumbar puncture, and like he had to carefully take the needle out of the baby's spine, so not paralyze the baby, right? And then he had to take off his like PPE and then like rush over, and it was just like it was so stressful. Like, oh my god, it was just so stressful. Oh my god, but like something is definitely gonna like happen with Faith sooner or later, because you could just see it, like. She during mostly the episode, right before Pearl started choking, she was just being like her lovely, like bubbly self. She was like inviting this like other mom who's like the mom of the baby that was like having the lumbar puncture done. Like she was just trying to like be nice to her and like just trying to be like all nice and bubbly, just be her normal bubbly self. But then you could definitely tell like she was just like so stressed, and like something is definitely gonna end up happening to Faith, where like she like somehow accidentally like brings herself into like harm's way somehow or another. So yeah, now I'm gonna be stressing. So yeah, and welcome back from the ad, by the way. Welcome back from the ad. We're still yapping about Casualty. But yeah, you could just see like the stress on Faith's face. You could just see like the stress on Faith like after the episode, and you could just see how like drained. You could just see like how like drained she was after that. So yeah, something is definitely going to be happening to Faith in the next few episodes. What? I don't know. So yeah. What ended up happening? What else ended up happening? I don't actually. Let me look at the Casualty YouTube channel to remind me of what actually happened. So yeah, BBC Casualty. Let me see. Let's see, these are... Was this episode... Was this from episode 3? Let me see. Okay, I don't remember if that I don't know remember if that one was from episode 3 or not. But that reminded me of another plot point that involved Jodie and Nicole. So basically, in the past few episodes, we've been dealing with this the like Casualty, everyone's just been dealing with this incident that happened on this estate called the Wyvern Hill estate, right? Nicole had literally just bought a thing there, bought a house on this estate, right? And then there was like a explosion there, and there was a whole ass like chemical leak and stuff, right? There was this whole ass chemical thing. There was like a bunch of like, not chemical leak, but there was a bunch of chemical waste. There's a bunch of chemical waste on the. There's a bunch of chemical waste on the, like, just underneath this estate, right? And like, they've been like trying to like, you know, make sure in like the background they were trying to make sure it was like safe enough to you know safe enough to actually you know like reopen and stuff, and and Jodie calls up like the like retail person, not the retail person, but you know like the person that's like one of the main people that's been like trying to reopen this estate, right? And she calls up and it's just like, hey, it's probably best for like the health of like people who live there and stuff if you just like delay the opening of this estate, right? She's just like, hey, it's probably best if you delay it, right? And like the main like woman who was the main person who was like dealing with this was like, oh yeah, sure. Well, you know, we won't reopen it, and we'll delay the opening. It's like you guys are the residents are more important than our profits, you know. Then a little later on in the episode, guess what fucking happens? They end up reopening the Wyvern Hill estate anyways. And like Nicole and Jodie look at the news, and like Nicole's like, Jodie, you did call her earlier, right? And Jodie's like, yeah. And Jodie's like, yeah, I did. And it's just like what? And it's just like, what the fuck? Why have you? They literally only reopened because of fuck ass profits, right? They only reopened because of fucking profits. Did not even care. Didn't even care about like the people that could potentially still get harmed by like the like waste and stuff, right? Just did not give a shit. Like they just literally could not care less. No, they could not care less about the people that would be affected by the chemical waste that's like buried underground. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck, sorry? Like what the fuck do you mean you're just reopening the estate for no fuck ass good reason other than profits? Like of course they are, but also like fuck you. So yeah. I do wonder what kind of something's gonna happen with Jodie. I just know that Jodie's gonna end up doing something though, like doing something rash, like doing something like kind of just like she's gonna end up doing something. I know it. With how much focus we've had on Jodie as like our nurse. Like usually like every box set, like of course like we still have like our big cast of characters and stuff, but usually there's only really like there's only really like main focus on like a few of the characters at a time, because we can't, you know, with a big I mean it's like 50-minute episodes, right? But like with how many characters there actually are, you can't really put focus on all of them for every single like miniseries box set. You know, you can't really do that. So they usually have like a focus on like some of the characters they usually have focus on like a few characters per box set, right? Like for example, last box set, the nurses that they focused on were the main nurses that they focused on were like Cam and mainly Cam and Siobhan. But now in this one, right, I don't think we've barely seen Siobhan. We've seen we've barely seen Cam and Siobhan. The only nurses we've really like properly seen are like Jodie and Rita. Those are the only nurses that we've properly like had like a decent amount of screen time too. So yeah, I need to charge my headphones quickly. But yeah, those are the only nurses that we've had like a proper amount of like screen time too. And yeah. And yeah. And yeah. But yeah, Jodie is definitely the one that's gonna do something. I don't know what yet. So yeah. And like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, something's gonna happen with Matty when he kind of gets this wake up call where it's just like, oh, he can't like keep like covering for people. Like he can't really keep like kind of like keeping secrets about other people's like health. Like, or like, you know, he can't really keep secrets about like other people. Like he knew that Stevie fucked up, but still took the blame for it. You know, he still took the blame for Stevie overdosing the child, and then yeah, he and then like in learning curves, right? He performed a lumbar puncture, alright, and Kim like misread the instructions because she couldn't see properly and so did the wrong thing, which that was both of them were at fault, but like I think he was mainly like, oh, it was my fault, which it kind of was mostly his fault in my opinion, but like it still was kind of Kim's fault at the same time. But I feel like if he like suspects that like, you know, if he suspects that something is like, if he suspects that like something is going going wrong health wise, then I feel like he should like with one of his cold cases, he should tell someone. He should like tell somebody else so that like someone could like someone else could help him like intervene like early on, you know. Like he didn't do that with Kim. To be fair, he did try and help him. He did try and help him like later on into learning curves, but it's just he didn't know until like too late, you know, and tried to get help like too late, kind of. So yeah, but yeah, I feel like he kind of like, knows something wrong. He knows something wrong is something. He knows that something's going wrong with Stevie, right? I feel like he should like bring up those concerns with someone. But also at the same time, I feel like he still doesn't really like. I feel like he doesn't really still trust anyone in the ED, other than like Stevie and like maybe Dylan. But like, he's been weird with Dylan. Like he's been like so weird with Dylan recently. Like in terms of just kind of not just kind of like brushing him off at every chance he gets, to the point where like Dylan's like, oh, is it something that I did wrong? You know, to the point where it's like Dylan's thinking, oh, is it something that I did wrong? Is it something that I did? But no, it's not something that Dylan did. It's just that Matty's just too obsessed with Stevie, you know. So yeah. Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna do here-ish. So yeah. But it feels like he just doesn't really have much trust in like the people he works with, which is so like dangerous, because of like he works in a healthcare, he works in an emergency department, right? So like I feel like he should have like more trust over like I feel like he should just have to like I feel like he should just I don't know, he should try and like build a trust with like other people, especially with like the other people he works with, especially because he hasn't really interacted a lot with like his other co-workers. Like the main people he interacts with are like the main co-workers he interacts with are like the other doctors that are still on, well, Dylan, Stevie, and Flynn. I was gonna say the other doctors that work in the emergency department, but he hasn't really interacted much with Nicole. So yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really I understand like him not trusting Flynn. I understand that he has a bit of a rocky relationship with Dylan. But come on, dude. Come on. Just I don't know. I feel like he hasn't really and I feel like he hasn't really I don't know, I feel like in Casualty now, it feels like the doctors are all one group and the nurses are all one group, and then there's the paramedics are all one group. But the thing is, it's understandable why it feels like the paramedics are all their own friendship group, kind of. Have their own friendship group, kind of, and they don't really have stronger bonds with the people that work in the ED, because it's they're not in the ED they're not in the ED for their whole shift. They're in the paramedics are in the ED for handover, and that's And that's like it, pretty much. And that's it. And that's it, pretty much. Or like, you know, if for example, like in episode 3, Teddy got hurt, and Dylan's like, "Oh, you okay there, mate? Come on, let's go get cleaned up, and then come into the ED, and I'll like check you out, make sure you're okay and stuff." Because I think like Teddy, his chest was like hurting a bit, and so Dylan was like, "Are you okay? Come on, let me go, like make sure you're okay and stuff." So and like check you out and stuff. So and make sure you're okay, kind of stuff, you know. But it does kind of feel like, you know, like, you know, the paramedics, it makes sense why kind of like there's not like stronger friendships between like the paramedics and like the people who work in the ED. But I feel like it doesn't make much sense for like there not to be as many scenes, like, you know, like not many like they work, like they need, like not many scenes where like they're being friends between like the doctors and the nurses, kind of, because they're like in that shared, they're still in that like friendship shared environment, kind of. So yeah, like the only people I can think of that like I feel like have like decently, obviously I haven't watched like Casualty, I haven't been back watching Casualty for a long time, so like I don't really fully kind of understand like all of these like kind of like relationships and stuff, but still it feels like it still feels like they kind of like, I don't know, that they focused a lot on the doctor relationships and the like paramedic relationships and the nurse relationships. I don't necessarily like the doctor and nurse relationships outside of like that working like context. So yeah. And what am I doing? What am I actually doing? Oh my god. What am I actually doing? Might have a fence then and have the sailway. Let me get at the mud bricks. Wait, I've got mud brick walls, don't I? Yeah. Let me get out the jungle fence actually and see how that will look. Because I would personally love to see, like, you know, maybe Matty becomes like best mates with like Jodie. So yeah. But usually in Casualty like episodes it's like split up into like, usually in Casualty episodes it's like split up into like 3 separate storylines. It's like whatever the fuck is going on with the doctors, whatever the fuck is going on with the nurses, and then whatever the fuck is going on with the paramedics. Right? Sometimes they change a lot. Sometimes they like change just basic formula about, like, you know, maybe there's like a bit more focus on like Teddy one episode and less focus on, you know, Dylan, you know, or, you know, maybe there's more focus on Nicole one episode, and then like, you know, less focus on Shan, you know. So yeah, to be fair, I think the only like doctor nurse relationship that we see is like the friendship. It's kind of in the most recent episodes. It's like the relationship kind of. It's kind of like the friendly relationship between like Jodie and it's like the relationship between Jodie and Nicole. Because of them, like, you know, and like I said earlier, they were like talking about like the Weather Hill estate and stuff, and I don't think this looks good. I'm sorry, this doesn't look good at all. So I might put I don't think that looks good at all. So I might put in the should I put in the mud wall? I don't know. Should I put the mid wall there? To kind of separate like this granite wall from like this granite wall. Yeah, I might do that and then put in the jungle fence somewhere else. So yeah, I can connect these up. I keep forgetting I can connect up different like walls up. Oh, I might do that actually. If I do that and then put the jungle, should I put the jungle fence there? No. Let me do this. And then, should I do that? Should I do that? Yeah, I think I'll do that. That looks the best. So, yeah. Well, let me get up the stairs again because I didn't put that one there. I didn't put one there either. Fuck's sake. I'll just shove that up there in my inventory because I might as well. Put the jungle. Where should I put the jungle thing? Maybe I put jungle fences like here, up top here. I'll do that in a sec. But yeah, that was just me rambling about Casualty. Yeah, I should probably. Yeah, I do need to actually like proper catch up. And this feels a bit like empty almost. This feels slightly empty. If I just pull this vault, if I pull yeah, this was a bit like empty-ish. So if I pull like that, then like that, maybe. So yeah, let me just brain for a second. Let me just use my brain for a second to see. If this will work. I think this will look nice-ish. I feel like I need something more to make this feel. I don't know what vibe I'm going from here. Maybe if I want to make. Do I want the top bit to be square and like have this bit more like kind of circular off? I guess I don't know. If I pull, unless I do like where I frame it as like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I do it like this, and then and if I do like that, or maybe like that, and it kind of as a window, maybe? Yeah, you know what, yeah, let's go with it. But I do need to catch up on Casualty, actually. So yeah, this weekend, I'm gonna get my mum, so I'm gonna sit my mum down and we'll catch up on like the next few episodes. So yeah, and episode 7 comes out this weekend as well. And thank you, Bagel, for the raid. Hello. Thank you for the raid. What were you guys up to? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? If you guys have just come in from Bagel Stream and you don't know who I am, hello. My name is Poppy. I stream regularly on here on Twitch, and I regularly play cozy games and psychological horror games. Mostly Stardew, Minecraft. I sometimes play I play a lot of the Rusty Lake games as well. Though if you have ever heard me rant, you will know that I don't always love the cozy, how people use, how I don't really love the label of cozy gaming sometimes when applied to certain games like Minecraft and Stardew. But nonetheless, that's the type of games I do kind of play. So yeah, thank you again for the raid, Bagel. How you guys doing? Today we're just playing a bit of Minecraft. We're currently in my block palette world, which if you don't know, there's a website called Block Palettes. You take a block palette of 6 blocks, and I use them to make a build. It's not always going to be a good build, but it's going to be a build. So yeah. But yeah, thank you again for the raid. And what were you guys up to? What were you guys playing? What were you guys, yapping about and stuff like that? So yeah, we're just here, just doing a bit of building and doing a bit of yapping. So yeah, should I put But let's kind of, I think maybe actually we keep those separate-ish. I don't know, this feels weird. Here. Doing we got a little favorite to Stardew. Ooh, I love Stardew. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh yeah, you rated when you like rated me last time you were playing Stardew as well. How much further did you get in Stardew? What were you? Did you choose which route you want to go down? Yeah. Did you choose community center or Georgia? I like having these curves here, but I feel like they kind of don't really fit with the straightness of this bit. So what I might do is pull them out a little bit. So yeah, should I do this? Another sound just got past the flower dance, so not far. Okay, so you're still in spring. Okay, not that far, but still a little bit far. That's all right. Start making mayo. Let's go. You find making mayo fun? Fair enough. Gotta love mayo. You gotta love mayo. Let's grab slaps in the stairs. Gotta love mayo. And plus mayo is like pretty good like early on to get, because it's like mayo is like pretty good early on. I think the only mayo I think dino, if you ever when you get a dino egg, when you get a dinosaur egg, I don't know when you'll get it, but I think the dinosaur egg, I think that one's a bit weird with the mayo. I think I'm not sure though, because I just thought it was a bit weird with the mayo. So yeah, sometimes it's not really worth it to make with the dino mayo. It may not be worth it to change it. Let me see. I like to call it a mayo episode from SpongeBob. One Krabby Patty hold the mayonnaise. I was about to say, I was gonna think, oh, are you gonna quote the is mayonnaise an instrument one? Okay, so with dinosaur mayo, once you get the treasure appraisal guide, which basically makes this one, let's see, you get it, let's see, you get it from opening artifact troves, which I think you can only really get in the desert, or from the bookseller starting in year 3, but it increases the sell price of like a lot of items, of like the artifacts, which includes the dinosaur egg, right? With the dinosaur egg, after you get the treasure appraisal guide, it's not worth it to then turn it into mayo, because you'll be like losing money. I'll just show you the wiki. Yeah, once you get the treasure appraisal guide, not worth it to make mayo. But before then, make as much mayo as you like. We love mayo. I've got to start making more mayo actually in Stardew. I did not make as much mayo as I probably should do. It's the fact that I'm doing a Georgia run and I'm trying to make as much money as possible. Okay, yeah. Dinosaur eggs are a weird one. I feel like with the dinosaur mayo, I feel like it should be that like when you get the treasure appraisal guide, it should also increase the price of the dinosaur mayo, but it just doesn't. So yeah. I have so many wiki tabs open. It's so helpful. Real. Like literally, I always have to open the Stardew wiki like every 2 seconds just to remind myself. Oh, what is like this MP? What's like Willie's love gifts? What's Demetrius's love gifts? You know, I always have to remind myself of the love gifts and stuff. So yeah, because right now in my Stardew world, I think I said this, but right now I think I told you this, but in my Georgia world at the moment, in my solo world, I'm trying to make sure I have like full 10 hearts with pretty much like most of the NPCs at the moment. And yeah, I'm trying to do that. And before I go to Ginger Island. And so I literally have to like look through all the wikis regularly just so I can you know, like actually get the make sure I like can get their hearts up as quickly as possible. So yeah. Let's see. Let's maybe do it like here. I'm gonna do like a bit of like a curve kind of look. So yeah. So yeah, maybe if I do it like that, maybe. I don't know. No, but yeah, the Stardew Wiki is honestly so helpful. We love the Stardew Wiki over here. What are you building? I have no idea what the fuck this is gonna be. I'm gonna be so honest, I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna be so honest. I have no idea. This is just, I'm building out of this block palette, and I've just decided to just go with the flow. Basically, I just decided to go with the flow. I think this would be good as like maybe like a hallway or like a storage system maybe. Yeah, I feel like this would be like a good kind of storage system, but I have no idea what this kind of would possibly be. See, and why is that on the inside? Why is this on the inside? I don't know what am I doing? Why is this one on the inside? This is questioning my own thought process now. Let's just, yeah, wing it until it turns into some cool kind of builds. Yeah, exactly. Just kind of one of those wing it and it'll eventually turn into something cool kind of builds. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's one of those kind of builds. So, yeah, okay, let's destroy one of these. And I have just like not been. Okay, I need to add in these bits over here. I completely forgot to do that. Because literally, I got distracted by the raid. So I did. I completely forgot to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those wing it builds. So, yeah. So I probably should stream on Chaoscraft SMP soon. When was the last time I streamed on Chaoscraft? It was right after the Wii updated, actually. Let me look at my YouTube playlist. Let's see. Let us see. Chaoscraft. Let's see. I do want to stream on it kind of soon, but I don't know what to do on Chaoscraft. That's the thing. 14th of the 5th. Okay, it's been about a month since I last streamed on Chaoscraft. So yeah, what was I doing? Terraforming? Okay. Okay, that's what I was doing. Terraforming. But I do wanna stream on Chaoscraft SMP soon. I just don't know what I would stream on that. Because I feel like I've been doing a lot of stuff like I've been doing a lot like off camera, but I've not been doing like a lot like on camera. So I do wanna like actually make content for Chaoscraft. I feel like though whenever I wanna do something, I just do it off camera. I just don't think about actually like recording it or streaming it or whatever. So yeah, see, I just don't think about doing it. So yeah, and I had a much different plan in mind, because originally I was gonna make a roof kind of similar to that roof there over here on this one now, the one out of brick. I was originally gonna make something like similar to this, or like something similar to like the shape of this, but then it just turned into what it is now. Like I could like I was gonna make it out of granite. I was gonna make the roof out of granite originally. Polished granite. I haven't really used the polished granite really. I've used the jungle wood for the floor, I haven't really used the polished granite. I feel like I've not really used it enough, so yeah. Let's see, granite. I could maybe like, let's see, I could maybe do like, I could maybe just like kind of like do this and go like that with the, do like this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, yeah, like you said, Bagel, I'm just gonna wing it and just see how it turns out, you know. Just see how it turns out, you know. Okay, I might make a bit more of a curve here. So if I make this into stairs, yeah, I want to make a bit more of a curve here. If I do like that, okay, I kind of like that. Okay, let me just do it on this side, so actually like do the pattern. And oh yeah, the ad is starting. It says, why did I think the ad was starting? Why did I think the ad was starting? I don't know. I literally, like, I don't know, something shifted in my OBS, and that immediately made me think, oh, and then it just immediately made me think, oh, the other sign when it wasn't. So yeah, I don't know what this is, but I love it. That's Ed Sheeran. That's an edited picture of Ed Sheeran. The only reason I have that as an emote, the only reason that isn't actually an emote, is one of my friends literally was like, Poppy, I don't remember what he said, but he was like, Poppy, you are out of all of us, you are the one that most consistently streams. When you get affiliate, and like, you're the only one that is actually actively trying to get affiliate. When you get affiliate, can you add this emote? And I was like, yeah, sure. So yeah, that's the only reason I have that Ed Sheeran emote. Yeah, corn dog in the shower. Yeah, exactly. And oh my god, I love that emote. Really, Goose, I love that emote. Absolutely, I love it. I love it. We love a good Goose emote over here. But yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. Just because my friend asked me to put it in when I got affiliate. So yeah. This is my random emote. I did as soon as I hit affiliate. I love it. And that is great. That is amazing. Love it. Perfection. That is absolute perfection. Oh my god. Okay, let's do that like that. Okay. I feel like I need to now just maybe pull this forward a bit. I feel like that would make it look a little bit better. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing my thing, honestly. I'm just doing my thing. Okay. I'm just doing a thing. But yeah, we still got 20 minutes 20 minutes till the ad, so yeah, I don't know why I thought the ad was starting soon. I got a lot of questions about it. Honestly, you just gotta have an emote that will just make people say, what in the actual fuck is that? You just gotta have an emote that just makes people say, what the fuck, you know? So yeah, you just gotta, because why not? So yeah. What's that castle looking thing made out of stone? I shall show you in a second okay, I'll put these on and I'll show you. I shall show you in a sec. Up here? Yeah, that email is some people saying, what the fuck was it? Yeah, definitely. Okay, this one over here. This is originally, during this stream, I was gonna just make a small castle, but then I kind of got, like, what's the word, like kind of like, I got like too focused on like doing like the front gate, so I was just like yeah, no, I'm not doing a full castle in 2 hours. So yeah, I just decided to do this little castle gate thing. But yeah, I like it. I kind of like it. But I think my only issue with it is that I feel like I could have like I should have messed around with like the sizing of the like towers a little bit more. Like maybe made them like a bit taller and like a bit like thinner here, but then then like go kind of like out a bit at this side, and then kind of, you know, like have this roof. I think when I first made this, I kind of didn't like the roof, but it's growing on me. It's kind of growing on me now. The roof is kind of growing on me. So yeah, it looks really cool. Why, thank you. I don't think it's my best build in this world. I think definitely my best builds are probably either this one here with the resin. This was like my first time using resin, and I think it turned out really well. And then I really liked this one as well with like the quartz and I like the cherry. Quartz is like one of the blocks that I'm like the most comfortable with though. So yeah, but this is definitely one of my more favorites. And then this one as well is cool. But again, this was like one of the, I kind of stated this before, this was like my more cheaty ones, because this was before I had like any like proper limitations on myself for this little series of like doing builds from block palettes. So yeah, this is before I had like more restrictions. Like if I did this now, I wouldn't have done the shelves because I didn't have, basically my rule for myself is if I have stripped wood in my block palette, then I can use the shelf version of that. And I used the acacia shelves, but I didn't have the stripped acacia, so I wouldn't have used that. And then I probably wouldn't have used like the copper iron bars or like the chains or the lanterns or the copper golems here, but I would have used like pretty much everything else. I'm not sure though. But the thing is, I really like these like windows. I really like these windows with like the shelves and stuff. I don't know what I would have used. Like maybe I would have made it out of yeah, I don't know what I would use. Like maybe I could have used like the trapdoors, but like since the trapdoors like so different, like kind of different in texture from the acacia planks, then it's like, I don't know, like that would have still felt like a little cheaty. So yeah, but I feel like on like this side, I went a little overboard with the shelves. So yeah, I forgot how cute the baby Nautilus is. That is so fucking cute. I've got to on Chaoscraft, I've got to make a baby Nautilus. Oh wait, but I don't think, no, we're not on, I don't think we're on the baby update yet. But I don't think we're on the baby update yet for Chaoscraft. I think we're on 21.11. Yeah, we're on 1.20. We're on 21. Forgot 21.11. And that was before the Copper Age. That was before the little like baby animal update. What's that before? What else was that before? That was before the sulfur. What else was made in the drops? I forgot they existed. Honestly, kind of same. But yeah, I do love them. What else were they before? What else dropped in? What else dropped last year? It was the copper. It was the baby animals. Shelves. We have on Chaoscraft. We have shelves on Chaoscraft. We don't have the copper stuff. We don't have the. I don't think we have the updated baby animals. We don't have the sulfur. We do have happy ghasts. We do have the lava chicken one. We don't have the new bounce music disc. We have spares. We have Nautilus. We have. I think we have the different like variants of the animals. Lava chicken. We have, I think, copper horse armor was introduced in the Copper Age, I think. We don't have the golden dandelion. What else have I missed? I think we have the updated dye textures. What else were introduced in the drops? What else was introduced in the drops? I'm trying to think. What are the other mobs introduced in the drops that we don't have? Like, other than like the copper golems. Like, we don't have. No, we have copper golems actually. We do have the. Wait a minute. We do have the copper age, I think. Wait a minute. We have copper age, I think. We have the copper age update, I think. Because we have the copper golem. Yeah, we have copper age. We have the copper golems. Okay. We don't have sulfur. And we don't have. Do we have the BBNOs? Actually, let me look at the drops. 2025 Minecraft drops. Let me have a look. Game drops. We have the new flowers. There's the game drops. Let's see. Spring to Life was. Oh wait, we have Mounts of Mayhem. We don't have the 2026 drops. We have all the 2025 drops. We don't have the 2026 drops, which are the updated baby models. We can't craft name tags. We don't have the updated rabbit. We don't have the golden dandelion, and we don't have the sulfur stuff. And then we don't have the. We don't have like the new. We don't have the new poplar wood set, which we don't have the new poplar wood set or the wool stairs and slab stuff. So yeah, we don't have those and stuff. So yeah, I think the little copper golem dudes, they're so cute. They are, aren't they? I remember. Let me look at what drop they are. Copper golems mob vote. Let me look at what mob vote they were in. It was a 2021 mob vote. What other mobs were in there? Because I know I didn't vote for the copper golem. I know I didn't vote for it. 2021 mob vote. I know. Was that the one with the mob squad? That wasn't the one with the. Let me see. 2021 mob vote. That wasn't the one with the glow squid, right? It was Glare, Ally, and Copper Golem. Did I vote for the Copper Golem? Yeah, the Copper Golems are so cute. Did I vote for the Copper Golem? Let's see. I think I might have actually. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was with the little mining guy. I thought he was with the. What's the 2022 mob vote? 2022 mob vote was. 2022 was Sniffer, Rascal, and Tough Golem. I got confused. I thought Copper Golem was 2022 and not 2021. But no, I'm not sure I voted. I think I voted for the 2021 one, which was. I think I voted for the Copper Golem then. And then for the 2022 one, I voted for the Rascal. Because I go mining quite a bit. So yeah, that would have been so useful for me. But I'm glad we got the Sniffer. I really like the Sniffer. Actually, I really like the Sniffer. So yeah, I really enjoy the Sniffer. Big fan of the Sniffer. I feel like people overhate on the Sniffer when it's just like a cute little mob guy. And 2023 was crabs, armadillos, and penguins. I think I voted for the crabs. Let me see. Did I vote for the crabs? I think I voted for the crabs because they're long reaching. I think I voted for the claws because I think I'm very interactive with the Sniffer. Fair enough. To be fair enough, because the Sniffer doesn't spawn unless you like spawn it in with the eggs. That's the only way you can spawn it in. So yeah, that's fair enough. But I love the like archaeology stuff, so I regularly find like Sniffer eggs and stuff. So yeah. But I think I voted for 2023. I think I voted for the crab. I voted for armadillo for the dog armor because it sucks. Honestly, I don't use dogs that much. I don't take dogs out with me, so I keep dogs in my base. So I thought, oh, the dog armor isn't going to be useful for me. The penguin was. What did the penguin do? Spawns on stony shores, slow on land, fast in water. Oh, speeds up nearby boats? Okay. I voted for the crabs because they drop the crab claw and that increases players' building distance by 1 block. Because you can only like, let's see, we've got this spot is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 blocks. Wait, let's see, it's like 5 blocks at a push, like maybe 6, but it's like 5 blocks at a push. And then I know it's like you can only place down like 3 blocks. You can only like place like 3 blocks down. So yeah, I was like, oh, the crab claw is gonna be so useful for building like larger boats and stuff. So yeah, the armadillo's cute. The armadillo's cute. I don't think I'll ever complain about a mob's lack of usefulness. I always have an annoying dogs every world. That's fair. That is so fair. I do need to tame the newer wolves, actually. I do want to tame the newer wolves, but I'm lazy, so I don't want to bring them all back to my base. But like, what was I saying? The thing is, I'll never complain about like a mob's like lack of usefulness. I know that's like, I know a lot of people tend to complain about that, but I kind of don't really. I don't really complain about that kind of stuff. I think it's because like, even if because a lot of the mobs in the game, I feel like, for me at least, aren't useful. Like, we've got bats. Bats aren't fucking useful. They're annoying, sure, but like, they're cute. I find them cute. What other mobs aren't useful? Ocelots are cute, but like, not really that useful. Llamas aren't useful. Well, they are useful, but like, they're useful for storage, but like, it's like a randomized amount of storage you get. So it's like, whatever. Pandas, not fucking useful in the slightest, but they're still cute. I still like them, you know. Frogs. I've never used a frog. I've never taken a frog back to my base. I've never gotten frog lights. I do wanna get frog lights at some point, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, they are cute. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever complain about like a mob's lack of usefulness, because it's like, I feel like people only complain about like the newer mobs being like not that useful, when like a lot of mobs that were like released a few years back like aren't that useful. So yeah, I have an aquarium of axolotls. So do I. And like, axolotls are only like slightly useful because like you can use them in battle and stuff, but like they're not really like, you can have them help you in like combat and stuff, but like, are they that useful? Like, not like, no what, like, they're not really like, they're I don't think they do like that much damage, so they're not gonna be like crazy useful, but they're still cute. Like, no, I've not seen anyone complain about axolotls. Everyone always complains about like sniffers or like allays, and it's just like, can't we have a cute mob? Can't we just have cute mobs, please? Even though the armor sucks, the armadillos are in fact cute, so it's okay in the end. Real. Armor sucks. It looks shit. The armor looks shit. But like, who gives a shit? They're cute. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the ad is starting in 3.5 minutes, by the way. If you don't want an ad, you know what to do. Subscribe. But yeah, they are so fucking cute, and it's just like, who cares about the usefulness, man? Like, stop being so like, I guess like, I don't want to say capitalist minds, not like, I don't want to say like I'm not going to say like stop having a capitalist mindset, but like, yeah, words. Like, guys, just stop having like a, I guess kind of a capitalist mindset, but like, you know, stop having like a everything needs to be productive mindset. So stop having a fucking productivist like mindset. Like, no one cares that like one mob isn't like useful. Like, who cares? Like, half the blimmin' creatures in the game aren't useful, but they're cute. But they're so fun to interact with. True. I don't think I've ever brought one. Yeah, honestly, so yeah, exactly. Stop having a productive mindset and just have cute mobs. Like, leave the cute mobs alone, please. Like, who cares? Who actually cares? Like, who cares? Like, no one cares. No one. Like, they're still gonna be in the game either way. So, yeah. So yeah. run over, but like, yeah. Also, have you guys seen the new drop that's coming out this year? Let me see. 2026 drops. Have you seen the new 2026 drops? I should clarify Minecraft. Have you seen the random shit people figuring out with the new slime dudes? Yeah, exactly. I think didn't they nerf the slimes? Like, I think someone tried to make like a zip line with someone made a zip line with the sulfur cubes, and then they nerfed the fucking sulfur cubes. Like, it's insane. Okay, this is the stuff that's gonna be a zip line. Yeah, someone made a zip line with a sulfur cube, then they nerfed it. Wait, I saw on TikTok, zip line Minecraft sulfur cube. Someone made I've seen people make them into TNT, then attaching them into TNT, making them into TNT, and then attaching them to gas. Oh my god, yeah, shit, man. Yeah, they nerfed the fucking sulfur cubes. Because let me show you. Let me see. Let's see. I just wonder why you can actually kind of see it. Okay, you can kind of see it like in this one. Okay, you can more see them in this one. Basically, this is just like the one that I saw was like a little bit better than this one. But basically, what people would do was do kind of this, do this design, have sulfur cubes up there, and sometimes they'll put them under like above blocks and stuff. That one, yeah, I saw that before, yeah. And a lot of times they'll put them above blocks and then use like a spear or something to like hit them. And with sulfur cubes, like the more you hit them, like the further they go. And so they just zoomed down the zip line. It was so great. So yeah. Alright, I'll talk about the 2026 drops after the ads. I'll talk about the 2026 drops after the ads. Let me just lock into this build really quickly, because I haven't actually finished this. So yeah. Should I put jungle planks up here? No, I put the wax stuff. I put wax stuff as like the thing, as like this kind of stuff. That's like here, so yeah, let me just put that there. So yeah, I like that. So yeah, let me just put that. Yeah, but yeah, after the ads, I'll talk about the newest drop that was announced the other week. It was like last week, 2 weeks ago, I think. So yeah, it wasn't that long ago it was announced, so I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, let me put that there. Let's see, does that look right? I kind of like it, I guess. Kind of like it. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, I'll leave it. I will leave it. Yeah. Okay, then maybe if I do pull this along, maybe. Yeah, if I pull that along, pull this along, and then if I do like, oh shit, I didn't need to put that there. Okay, if I put this like here, and then I get rid of these and put this here. I'm gonna like saddle the roof in a second, but yeah, for now, let me put that there. So yeah, and then that one maybe can be jungle planks, or should I put the jungle planks here? Put that there, and then if I put the copper like there and there, I'm gonna put the brown mushroom there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And welcome back to the app, by the way. Let me just finish sorting out like these little bits here before I forget, and then I'll yap more about the new drop. Okay, so I'll put that there. Okay, so this is the newest drop for later this year. For later this year. These are the poplar trees. We also got poplar wood, which I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, these are the poplar trees. We're getting abandoned. That's the sulfur cube stuff. That's getting released in just a few days. Actually, I think it's getting released on the 16th. Yeah, I think we're getting like a new structure. We've got a dappled forest. That's what it is. I think we're getting a new structure as well. I'm not seeing too much about that, but yeah, apparently we're getting abandoned tents. And back from the ads, Freedom. Welcome back from the ads. But yeah, this is like the new stuff that added that in the dappled forest. This will give us poplar wood, and then we get wool stairs and like wool slabs, and we get like a new mushroom stuff as well, which I am always grateful for. We love like little. This was seen in like the kind of like concept art for the birch forest, so I'm glad it's kind of making. I think here like I'm making an appearance in this update. Except for the new biome. Same! Especially because we're getting orange, red and yellow leaves, which I'm gonna love that. Because it's literally like the other leaves we have, it's literally like mostly green leaves. We have like pink leaf. We have one pink leaf and then like one grey leaf. We've got the pale leaves and then the cherry leaves, and then every other leaf is green. So I'm glad we're getting more variety. And then, are these the like normal leaves? The normal like fallen leaf things? Oh, these are different actually. These might be different. I'm not sure though. The wool stairs, I'm gonna say, I would probably not use the I'll probably not use the wool and like the wool stuff. I would probably not use the wool and wool stairs and slabs, just because I don't build out of like wool stairs and slabs that often. What about colour palette of the new biome leaves and cherry blossom? Ooh, we could do like an insight. We could do a black palette. It sounds kind of random, but I would sort it out. Oh my god, yes, we could just like make a block palette that was just like mostly leaves at some point. So yeah. But I personally wouldn't use the wool stairs, or I'm not sure how to feel about the wool stairs and slabs. I think it's like, it feels so random, especially because personally I'll probably still use them. But I think I'd be more excited over like, I think I'd be more excited if they also added concrete like stairs and slabs. I think I'd be more excited for concrete stairs and slabs than if they added like concrete stairs and slabs as well as the wool stuff. Then I'd probably be more excited. I think with the wool stairs and slabs, they'll be great for texture. Not sure if I'm using it. I don't build with wool either. That's the thing. I think they'll be good for texture. The wool has a decent texture, because I've seen some people like I've seen some screenshots where like they're like blending it in with like the grass and stuff, and using it kind of like a makeshift like grass kind of slab, which you know what, I would probably use them for like some sort of like texturing, but I probably wouldn't use them as like kind of like the main like block. I probably wouldn't use them like the main block in the build, kind of like how I would like, I would probably use them kind of like, I wouldn't use them like I'm using the mud bricks, I wouldn't use them like that. So yeah, I'd probably use them how I'm using like the kind of using the like jungle wood probably. So like kind of I'll probably use them similarly to how I'm using the like copper and like the jungle wood, using them more as an accent, and you can't see it. But I'd probably use them like I'm using the copper here and then like the jungle wood here, kind of like an accent rather than like the main block of a build. But yeah, I think they're okay. I'm not too excited for them personally. I know a lot of people are, but I'm not personally. So yeah, so I've got, and also we got new mushrooms as well, which I'm excited about. Let me see. I want to see a photo of the poplar wood. I want to see a proper picture of like the. Is this a proper picture? Okay, yeah. This is the poplar wood. I've seen some criticisms over how, like, you know, it's too similar to pale wood. Which I kind of agree with. It is like, I feel like it is a bit too similar to pale wood. I feel it does feel a bit too similar to pale wood, but also at the same time, like, I feel like kind of like I might use this. If I'm not gonna use, like, if I want to use something like a bit more grey-ish. But yeah, it does look similar-ish to, yeah, it does look really similar, yeah. It does look similar-ish. But I feel like, for me, like, I would probably use the doors a lot. I'd probably use the doors a lot, because I do like the doors. I do like the doors. Let me see. And then they've got the logs, which I quite like. But they kind of look, I don't know, they kind of do look similar-ish to the texture of the mangrove, but I feel like I would use, but like, they look similar to the texture of the mangrove, but like more grey, which I don't mind. The logs looking similar to the mangrove, but they're more grey. Because the thing is, for me, there are some woods in the game that look similar. Mainly the dark oak and the, I think this got updated recently, but I always thought the strip, but I think ages ago the stripped spruce and the stripped spruce and the stripped dark oak used to look really similar. And like these two blocks are still, I think, pretty similar. Like on this side, like obviously from the top they're not similar, but on these two sides they're still pretty similar. So yeah, but I do kind of think we do need a bit more variation in like wood types. Kind of like how, like, I don't think we do need a bit more variation in like wood types. Kind of like how, like, you know, kind of like how birch and jungle look very different. And hello, Safara, how you doing? But yeah, let me see. Because like actual poplar wood, let me see, actual poplar. Thing is, I know a lot of people are comparing it to like actual poplar, and people are using it. Okay, let me show you. People are using it and like comparing it to like this, and like this poplar, which is like pretty green, or comparing it to other poplar wood. I feel like a lot of people are saying, oh, it's gonna be green because like a lot of poplar wood is like pretty green, but like a lot of poplar wood here, I'm seeing it's like still like a bit more like, it's only got the tiniest bit of tint of green. So yeah, but I still would love like having like a bit more of a greeny tint, or at least having like kind of like, I feel like it should be like the in-between I feel like it should be like the in-between of pale oak and birch. I feel like that should be like, it should be the in-between of that. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad you're doing all right. But yeah, we're just ranting it. We're just talking about the new Minecraft drops. Yeah, I feel like my personal opinion is that I feel like the poplar wood should be like the in-between of pale oak and birch. So yeah, well, you're good at building. Why, thank you. This is just, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing with this build. Honestly, I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going along with the flow, kind of. So yeah, I'm just kind of going along with the flow. So yeah. Somebody asked, honestly, you just gotta practice. That's what I've been doing like throughout this like series, just like kind of like trying to practice using different blocks. So yeah, make it as a library, as a church. I could do that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this. So yeah, I think I said before that this could be like good as a storage room, maybe. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I don't really decorate interiors in this like little like mini series though. I don't really decorate interiors. So yeah. And I need more water. Okay, there we go. There we go, go. I might end soon because I think we're almost done with this. So yeah, I think we're almost done with this actually. I could probably change that to something on PS5 so kind of play with you if you wanted to. But yeah, you could just to be fair though, this world is single player, so you couldn't. So yeah, you couldn't even. Yeah, still couldn't even play. But yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I still need to do the top of it. Yeah. Still need to do that. I'll do that in a sec. Okay, but yeah, you just gotta, honestly, you just gotta practice. Like, yeah, like this little series here of like me, like using, like taking different block palettes and trying to practice my building style. Like, that all came from like my desire to like improve in building. So yeah, and I still love that. I still love that emote. But yeah, this came from my like desire to like build and like get better at building and like using different blocks. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Edcornian dog? Yeah. We love the Edcornian dog. Okay, let me put that there. Let's see if I put, actually I want to cover up those mushroom blocks from this side, so if I just replace these and then if I do like this, I want to do this. If I do this and then let's see if I let's put that there, let's put the copper there. Let's see. But yeah, I still do think the poplar wood should be a bit more of a in-between shade of like the birch and the pale oak. So yeah, I'm really gonna go up close to see that. So yeah, unless I might put, you're not gonna go up close-ish. So you're never gonna go up close. So yeah, might as well. Get rid of that. So yeah, I feel like I spend a lot of time on like the little details that I don't really spend much time on like the big details. See, does that look right? I actually kind of do like that actually. I do kind of like that actually. And I like the scorching sound that mud makes. It's a good sound. It's a nice sound. It's a good sound. Okay. Let's see. Let's do like this maybe. Pull that. Maybe if I pull the normal granite slabs, because I feel like we've barely used the regular granite. We haven't used like the full granite blocks at all. Where could I use them? Because I haven't really used the full granite blocks like at all. Where could I use them? Let's see. Yeah, where could I use like the full blocks? Because I've been mainly using I've used them here. I've used them down here. Let me get rid of these. I've used them down here, but not really too much throughout the build. To be fair, I've used the polished granite. And I've used the slabs and I've used the walls, but I've not really used the full box. What if I put them like down here and just like put them down here and then use the granite walls there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with these, I'm gonna be so honest. If I just pull this like up to and then maybe I use the jungle fences here, then I feel like it wouldn't look too bad. No, I feel like I still want to put it here. Still want to kind of put it here. If I put this in, then it might look okay. Yeah, okay, that looks a bit better. And then if I take away that bottom bit. Okay, that looks okay, I think. That looks okay. You know, yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay, I think. If I pull that down, if I move that over and then put that, like, if I change that to make it face, like, this way. Not sure how I feel about it, but we can always change it. We can always change it in a bit. So yeah, so it's this one, and then go to this one and change it to the other way around. So yeah, okay, do that, do this, put the jungle fences right there, and then turn the mud brick stairs upside down. Okay, that looks alright, yeah. And then I could put in the granite like right here, but I feel like that'll be too much. Yeah, that's too much. I might put in the jungle wood. Is that also too much? Let's just put in the mud bricks. And it'll be fine. So yeah. Okay, I think this is like pretty much done. I was gonna put like the jungle fences like here to kind of like make it look like it's separating the stuff. Let me see. Whoa, do we have a polished granite wall? No, we don't. Okay. We have a mud brick wall, so I might use that. Let's see. 2, 3. And then no, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's okay. Have it be this one. Have it be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, do it like that. Do it like that, maybe. So yeah, have it like that, maybe. Does the mud bricks? Do I feel like the mud bricks look right there? Oh wait, does that look alright with the polished granite there? No, I feel like that stands out too much with the. I feel like that stands out way too much. I feel like the full blocks are like just way. The full blocks might be way too much unless I do like that. I don't know. If I put the polished granite there and there. Yeah, I still feel like that's too much. If I put the normal granite, that might look okay. So yeah, let's just put it like that for now. Let's just put it like that. So yeah, okay. Okay, I think that looks okay. I think that looks okay-ish. So yeah, and I might put, for a little bit of like extra detail, I might put the jungle thingy mobs. The jungle thingy mobs, you know, the jungle fences right on there is like a little bit of like extra like support and shit. So yeah, there we go. Go. There we go. And I think that's it. This looks pretty decent. This looks pretty decent. So yeah, I think that looks okay. I feel like, let me just change this. I feel like that would suit better actually as a full block, and then have the stair there. I feel like that would look better. And then bring in the full block in a bit closer, and then having the slab be pulled in a bit. So yeah, I feel like that looks a bit better. So yeah, let me just change it on the other side. Let me just change it on this side. So what was that block? What was that block? It was full block, okay. Full block, okay, grab that. And what was it? It was stair here. Stair here. Wait, what was it? No. Stair there. Stair there, full block. Slab. Full block. Full block. Slab. Slab. Okay. I think this looks okay. This looks okay. It doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty different than what I had like initially like imagined, but I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. So I'm just gonna quickly grab the screenshots for the thumbnail of this VOD. So yeah, I think this is a decent screenshot just from like, no, this one here. There we go. Okay, got 2 screenshots, and I think we're done for the day. Save and quit. So there we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go raid you guys on out. Let's see. You know who I haven't raided in a while? Psssttt. I have not raided Hannah in ages, man. I don't remember the last time I actually raided her. She's playing a SpongeBob game. She's playing SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Bit. I have not raided her in ages. So yeah, we're gonna go right over to her, and yes, it's been ages. So yeah, let's go right over to Hannah. As always, my other socials are in the Twitch comments, about me section, and description on YouTube if you are watching over there. And yeah, go enjoy some SpongeBob. So yeah, bye guys. Bye guys.